Homeownership should mean freedom. You work, you save, you buy your dream house, and you expect to be able to enjoy it. For Jason, a hardworking father of 3, that dream turned into a nightmare when his Homeowners Association decided his car didn't belong in his own driveway. Jason had lived in his home for nearly 6 years without incident. His house was modest but comfortable, and his driveway was wide enough for 2 vehicles. He owned a family SUV for his wife and kids, and a silver sedan he used for work. Every night, after commuting home, he parked that sedan neatly in his driveway. Nothing unusual, nothing disruptive. But one Saturday morning, he stepped outside with his coffee and froze. His driveway was empty. His car was gone. At first, he thought it had been stolen. Panic set in as he dialed the police. But instead of reporting a theft, the officer calmly told him, "Your car wasn't stolen. It was towed. By order of your HOA." Jason was stunned. His HOA? He ran to the mailbox, and sure enough, an envelope was waiting. Inside was a violation notice dated 3 days earlier, claiming his car was unsightly and not in compliance with community standards. Without further warning, the HOA had ordered it towed. To get it back, he had to pay $375 in impound fees, plus a $500 HOA fine. His children were confused and upset. "Dad, why would they take your car? Don't you own the driveway?" Jason didn't know how to explain. He was furious. Parking in your own driveway is one of the most basic rights of homeownership. Jason stormed into the next HOA board meeting, demanding answers. The president told him coldly, "Driveways are for short-term parking only. Overnight vehicles must be stored inside the garage." Jason was floored. He explained that his garage was full, not with junk, but with his wife's SUV and storage. The sedan fit nowhere else. But the board didn't care. They claimed his car broke uniformity and made the neighborhood look cluttered. Jason countered by pointing out multiple neighbors who parked in their driveways nightly. The board dismissed him. "We enforce rules when we see them." In other words, selective enforcement. Over the next month, the battle escalated. Every time Jason parked in his driveway, new notices appeared. Threats of more towing, more fines. His mailbox became a weapon against him. The total fines reached $1,200. Jason began documenting everything: photos of other cars parked outside, copies of the vague HOA bylaws, records of every letter and fee. He contacted a lawyer. Together, they reviewed the HOA's declaration. Nowhere did it explicitly forbid driveway parking. The only mention was that garages were preferred for overnight storage, but preference is not law. The HOA had overreached. Meanwhile, neighbors whispered about Jason's fight. Some secretly supported him, others stayed silent, afraid of retaliation. Then came the breaking point. One evening, Jason returned home to find a tow truck hooking up his sedan again. Furious, he confronted the driver. The driver showed him an HOA order. Jason filmed the entire incident on his phone, documenting proof of harassment. That video changed everything. Jason's lawyer filed suit, presenting the footage, the bylaws, and evidence of selective enforcement. In court, the judge was blunt: an HOA cannot ban driveway parking unless clearly stated in governing documents. The vague language of preferred garage use wasn't enforceable. The towing was unlawful. The ruling? The HOA was ordered to reimburse Jason for all towing fees, erase the $1,200 fines, and pay damages for stress and inconvenience. The board was also warned by the court about future misuse of power. Jason walked out of the courthouse victorious. His car, once wrongfully towed, was back in his driveway, where it belonged. His story went viral online, sparking outrage at the overreach of HOAs across the country. Neighbors who had been silent now spoke out, demanding reform in the community. The lesson? An HOA may have power, but that power has limits. Driveway parking, like many daily freedoms, cannot be stripped away unless explicitly written in the rules. And even then, fairness and consistency must apply. Jason's story is more than a battle over a car. It's a reminder that sometimes, standing up to injustice is the only way to protect your rights. His driveway was more than concrete, it was the symbol of his independence. And thanks to his persistence, no HOA could take that away again.